Hey guys, just a real quick market update today, but obviously, as you guys all know, Bitcoin has just been cutting through support like a hot knife through butter. And for those of you who were able to catch my stream yesterday, sorry, I know it was a very long video. A lot of people probably never even watched it, but I did go over some interesting things, and one of them was this rising wedge that we had. And I had said that if we lost this support, I thought there was an excellent chance we come down and test this green box here. So this was kind of my macro target as far as my short went. I closed most of my position in this green box here, and basically my target for that was just pulling Fibonacci's from this current macro swing that we had here, just basically from where we started this last big pump here, pulled to the top. And that green box kind of falls right into that 786 to the 886 Fibonacci pocket on the daily. And I mean, for those of you guys who watch my videos quite often, you know that's my favorite Fibonacci zone. Yes, we absolutely did dump a little bit further. I'm totally okay. You know what? That was an absolutely amazing short there. And the great thing about this, guys, is actually just showing you where I got into it. I know yesterday in my stream I was talking about why I took this short. Just nailed this short earlier yesterday, and my reasoning for that was the MDX Algo indicator. One of my favorite strategies. I've been talking about a couple of them a lot lately. One is which way the W's are trending, but also at which point when these W's end up showing up with a touch of these trends. This is my 1 hour trend, and that was probably the first strategy I ever developed with these indicators. And obviously you can see just how powerful this signal was. We ended up getting that reversal warning, just struggling with resistance at that 1 hour trend bearish retest. Here you can see that's the first time we ever tested it after getting this bearish cross back here. Got our bearish cross of the 5-minute trend and the 1 hour trend. And yeah, basically as soon as we retested it the first time, we got that reversal warning. I pulled the trigger on a short there. Guys, my stop loss, this is the beautiful thing of this strategy. My stop loss was about $30 away, I think it was. It was something like just up here around $29,250. So yeah, around $35 higher than where I entered, and we got a $4,500 move. So you want to talk about risk reward? I mean, that was an absolutely phenomenal play. And yeah, you know what? It's not going to play out every time like that. Obviously, you're not always expecting to catch home run trades, and I was absolutely taking profits on the way down. Actually, in yesterday's stream, and I'm not going to lie about this, I actually took a couple of hedge longs. I said I was leaving my short open because it was such a nice entry, but I was opening some smaller hedge longs, and I was pretty clear on that they were going to be smaller because I didn't really feel comfortable fighting this trend, but I was just able to find some potential double bottoms basically with nice tight stop losses. So there was a couple that I tried swinging at, and then after the second one had failed, very small losses, I said that, you know what, guys, I'm just not comfortable by playing against this trend anymore. And I was seeing reasons for a much bigger dump to the downside, and I was talking about this falling wedge here, or sorry, this rising wedge. And like I said, if we lost this support, I think there's an excellent chance we end up seeing this Fibonacci pocket down here. I did not think it was going to happen all in one day. I'm going to be clear on that as well. But you know what? It did. So that's where I ended up closing most of my positions. So as it stands right now, guys, we're kind of at a crucial moment because these were some other levels I was talking about in some earlier streams and videos. I said that if we end up losing this upward sloping support, some other levels to watch would be these purple horizontal lines, just our obvious pivotal points as far as finding support on these big swings. And we basically got a perfect double bottom along this so far, seeing a nice big wick on the downside here. Not to say that this candle is going to be a beautiful thing by any means. I mean, it's going to close in about 40 minutes. So yes, you know, we got this touch of support. That's beautiful, but Bitcoin has a lot of work to do if it wants to get back above that level. And something else that I want to talk about with this breakdown, I had mentioned that if we got some kind of a failed break along this as a third touch point, because honestly, I was expecting a third touch point of this line. I was very clear about that a few times in yesterday's stream. And I had mentioned that if we get some kind of a failed break on the 1 minute or 5 minute chart, I would be very interested in heavily long in this area. But you know what? When we really zoom in, we never got it at all. Let me just find, where did we end up breaking down below. Let me turn off the indicators to clean it up. Just look at how beautiful, or it was the 5 minute I was looking at. Just look how beautiful. I mean, this line, obviously on a daily, it could move very slightly, but I'm going to say it should probably be down just very slightly. And this is probably an exact touch point, just a retest from the bearish side of things. We got the 5 minute close below, came back up, tested that old support as new resistance, and just kept dumping from there. Very aggressively dumping. So, yeah, that short played out absolutely beautifully. As far as where we stand right now, we're kind of in no man's land again, just because, like I said, we got the touch of support there. So it absolutely makes sense that we could bottom there, but I'm just not sold yet on the fact, I'm just still a little bit cautious because this is a very aggressive downtrend already on smaller time frames, and I just don't know if I want to bet against that trend right now. What I'm actually more interested in would be, let's hop right into the degen time frames here, hop over to the 1 minute. You can see, even though we've got this nice little pump so far, we're starting to see a little bit of weakness. We had this trend line 1, 2, 3 touch points and then got back below it. Obviously, this trend line doesn't have to mean too much. It is just a 1 minute time frame. As it stands right now, we are testing the confirmed higher low on this 1 minute trend, just because obviously we had this high, we have a higher high. This would be our confirmed higher low in this case. So I mean, if Bitcoin can continue with this trend, I mean, then maybe it's not in such a bad place. But as it stands right now, something I'm interested in watching for would be, I'm just going to get rid of this line. Actually, a retest of this line wouldn't be too uncalled for. Maybe see some kind of confirmed flipping that. I know it's very micro, but flip that support into resistance. That absolutely could be a possibility. But what I'm more interested in is seeing this 1 hour trend. This is the guy that I took the short off of way up higher. I would be interested to see this kind of catch up to the price a little bit, see us test that line, and get another W along it. I would be very interested in adding back into my short if we get that. I have closed most of my short. Like I said, guys, we reached my targets on a daily time frame, that Fibonacci pocket. So yeah, I barely have any of my short open yet, but I wanted to keep a little bit just in case, because you know what, the floodgates may absolutely open. We have the biggest real estate company in China, which has filed for bankruptcy, Evergrande. A lot of you have probably heard of that. I know a lot of people have been talking about that recently, but I can't really see China bailing us out of this. The Asia market should open in, 40 minutes about? Basically, well, yeah, right when this daily candle closes, that's when Asia will take over. And I just don't see them being in a healthy economic situation right now. So, I mean, if anything, I'm almost thinking that we see some kind of a pump up, retest this old support, and then possibly end up trending lower. But as it stands right now, like I said, we're kind of at a crucial moment. I don't think all hope is lost by any means. Technically speaking, we did have this high. This is a higher high. So this should be our confirmed higher low as far as the more macro trend goes. So the fact that we found support there, not all too surprising. I was not interested in taking that long just because we were just flying right through all our support levels. So I didn't really want to risk that. But yeah. So far, we're just going to basically have to see what happens. As far as my trading goes on leverage, I've basically been trading whichever side of the 1 hour trend we're on. That's kind of the direction I'm favoring, just because I'm more of a scalper anyways, you guys. All of you guys should know that by now. So I'm more interested in kind of looking at the trend of more so the 1 hour and trading it on the 1 minute or the 5 minute rather than taking a stab at these daily or weekly charts, because yeah, it's absolutely a good idea to be aware of a few things. That's totally why I held my short so long today. Well, by holding it for a long time, I mean, for me, it was a long time to hold a short for a couple of days, because like I said, I'm more of a scalper. But yeah, basically I had my eyes on these levels and I absolutely saw the potential. You know, the MDX Algo 3, we were starting to see we had this potential top warning. That's that little blue triangle, if you can see it there. As well, we did have this supply zone show up And I mean, just this indicator in general has so much resistance above us. This is the daily. The 4 hour just had a ton of resistance showing up above us. Yeah, just red boxes all above us. So, I mean, that's something that I was talking about in yesterday's stream. So, yeah, things don't look so good right now. We did have this potential early bullish sign there, but I did say as well, the tops, however, are not agreeing with that. We're still just seeing lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high on these W's, and that's a very powerful trending signal right there. So yes, we had this early warning that things may pivot there, but we never did get the higher high, and obviously as soon as we lost some support levels, we just absolutely nuked. So yeah, like I said, guys, just be careful out there. I personally don't really want to bet against the bears right now, but that being said, we get the hourly trend. That's the 1 hour EMA. If that comes down, we get more of a bullish cross. Then I'm more open to the idea of starting to long again. But as it stands right now, yeah, I'm in a beautiful short. And like I said, I close most of it, but I wouldn't mind adding back to it if we can get some kind of a retest on that 1 hour trend again, if we get that reversal warning along it. That's one of the important things with that strategy. As it stands right now, as far as the 1 minute goes, yes, this is micro analyzing, but we have the oscillator 4 up here. Got this bearish pivot right here, that little yellow diamond there, as well as this regular bearish divergence kind of in overbought territory. The oscillator 5 down here, another regular bearish divergence. We got the money flow starting to flip red, so it looks like, this was a nice little bounce, like basically a couple $1,000 very quickly. But obviously, I don't know how much steam the bulls are going to have right now. I don't know how confident the market's going to be with everything going on right now. So we're going to have to keep your head on a swivel, guys, and just be cautious out there. But hopefully you did find this quick market update. Oh, yeah, see, actually, we just lost that higher low on the 1 minute trend there. So something to consider there as well. But that being said, we do have the 5 minute did cross bullish, the 5 minute volume weighted moving average here. And again, coming back down to that macro 786, 886 Fibonacci pocket. So, I mean, there is potential support there. I just don't really want to bet against the trend right now is all when I'm looking at my scalps. So, anyways, guys, I think that's all I wanted to touch on really quickly. I hope that you guys weren't blindsided by this too much. I hope if you were in longs, you had stop losses in place. Remember, no matter how sure you are of things, you can always be wrong. So always plan for being wrong just in case worst case scenario does happen. So with that, hopefully you found this quick market update useful. Let me know down below if you were able to catch the short. Or let me know what happened in the last day or two of trading for you. Let me know if you were able to catch my stream yesterday and if you picked up some valuable info there that helped you crush the markets today. So, yeah, with that, I think that's all I had to go over. So if you guys did appreciate this quick market update, please do me a favor, hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If these indicators do interest you, like I said, I mean, that's why I nailed this call. Like I said, the stop loss was only $30 away and caught a $4,500 move out of it. Absolutely crushed that risk reward, and it's just because of one of the strategies I use with these indicators. I have two favorite strategies I talk about on every live stream I do, and that is one of my favorites right there. So yeah, if these indicators do interest you, as well with the indicators, you would also be in MDX Crypto's VIP Discord group, where there's myself and a handful of other coaches who do daily coaching events and live streams. And just a super helpful, energetic, active community in the crypto market. So honestly, I love these indicators, but I think more than half the value is actually being in there, interacting with other traders, just picking up on other tips and tricks and strategies other people are using with the indicators, or their own strategies and that kind of thing. So if that sort of stuff does interest you, there is a discount referral link down below for a 15% discount. And with that, I'm out. Stay safe, my friends. One more time, hit that like and subscribe if you haven't. With that, I'm out. Stay safe, my friends. Peace.